Trump's inauguration is right around the corner, or maybe it's already happened, depending on when you watch this video, ushering in the very first pro-crypto president of the United States of America, over 260 plus pro-crypto senators and House of Representatives, and we've already broken through that psychological price point of $100,000 per Bitcoin. Taking a look at the last time Trump was inaugurated back on January 20th, 2017, we can see Bitcoin closed lower than it opened that day, followed by a few days of green, then a slight dump before making its way up and over $1,000. And back on January 20th, 2021, the last inauguration day, we can see Bitcoin also closed lower than it opened, dumped for a few days before breaking above 40K and beyond. We should be ready for anything when it comes to short-term price action over the next few weeks. So what should we be mindful of as crypto investors as far as what Trump has said he would do, and what the new regime should ideally do to benefit us, the country, and the world at large? Hello, I'm Crypto Casey, and in this video, we are going to explore 10 things that Donald Trump said he would do for the crypto industry, what the prediction markets are betting on happening, and 6 things Trump should consider doing that would benefit us all and the United States at large. Let's hit it. Please be sure to check out our sponsors, GoBabyTrade, Uphold, and Crypto Wallets, Tangent and Ledger. If you're not using AI, especially in crypto, you're behind. Profit from the volatility of the crypto markets with GoBabyTrade, an AI-driven robotic crypto trader that trades 24/7 for passive income. Watch a video review here and join the free weekly webinar to learn more. Store your money and manage crypto with Uphold, a Web3 platform that actually holds our money in crypto, doesn't lend it out, is the safest way to buy, sell, and trade digital assets, and is connected to 30 exchanges so we get the best prices for crypto on the market. And make sure you own and use multiple cold storage hardware wallets. Tangent is super affordable, extremely easy to set up, like takes 90 seconds, the size of a credit card, and Ledger, Stax, and Flex wallets have extra security layers at the best discount on the market for our community. So scroll down and use links below to redeem all the special offers they have for us. Sweet. So what has President Donald Trump said he was going to do with regard to the cryptocurrency industry? Well, here is a nice compilation of 10 things he said he was going to do, put together in this 1.5-minute video by Altcoin Daily. Check it out.
Hello, Bitcoiners. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler. I will appoint a new SEC chairman who believes America should build the future, not block the future. Upon taking office, I will immediately appoint a Bitcoin and Crypto Presidential Advisory Council. Their task will be to design transparent regulatory guidance for the benefit of the entire industry, and they will get it done in 100 days. As part of our effort to provide regulatory clarity, we will create a framework to enable the safe responsible expansion of stable coins. I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. It will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. This will serve in effect as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. Today I repeat my pledge to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht to a sentence of time served. It's enough. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say. It's going to the moon. I want America to be the nation that leads the way, and that's what's going to happen. No, you're going to be very happy with me.
All right, great. All bullish for crypto at large, if he pulls through. Let's check out what the prediction markets, which historically have been fairly accurate at predicting things. Let's see what people are betting on Polymarket. Trump cryptocurrency executive order on day one. Markets think there is a 41% chance. Interesting. Will Trump create a Bitcoin reserve in the first 100 days? Markets think there is a 37% chance of it happening. Not bad. U.S. National Bitcoin Reserve in 2025? Markets think there is a 55% chance. Excellent. On speculation about what Trump will say during his inauguration speech, markets think there is a 24% chance that he mentions Bitcoin and crypto, and a 12% chance he mentions Doge or Dogecoin. And when it comes to who Trump will pardon in the first 100 days, Ross Ulbricht, creator of the Silk Road, an online marketplace where people transacted peer-to-peer with Bitcoin, markets think there is a 75% chance he is set free. Very nice. And finally, will Bitcoin hit another all-time high by January 31st? Markets think there is a 43% chance. Sweet. All right, now that we have some insight on what Trump may or may not do when it comes to the crypto industry in the short term, what else should Donald Trump consider doing that would benefit us and the country at large? Let's explore 6 things President Trump and Congress should do that would immensely help us out. If you've been watching the channel, you already know this. 1. Dismantle the Federal Reserve. Congress has power over the currency of the United States, including the power to coin money, create interest-free currency, and regulate its value. And it also has the power to charter banks to circulate money. So why isn't the US issuing its own interest-free currency that isn't based on debt? Because of the corrupt ring of private global central banks. The fact that we are issuing treasury bonds, debt, that the Federal Reserve, a private central bank, buys with money it creates out of nothing, literally out of thin air, and charges us interest on it, an interest rate they decide, a power Congress also has, is a blatant scam. And the Fed, we don't need a private central bank enslaving the country and its citizens. Cool. 2. Trump should use his power under Executive Order 11110 to issue government-backed interest-free currency. Check it out. President John F. Kennedy was aware of the corruption within the private central banking system, so in an attempt to counteract their agenda, he wrote and signed Executive Order 11110 that basically ordered the US Treasury to issue a new government-backed equity-based currency called the United States Note. They were created by the US government, backed by the silver stockpiles held by the US government. About $4.5 billion went into public circulation, and 5 months later, Kennedy was assassinated. And then all of the United States notes were pulled from circulation and destroyed. So what most people don't know is instead of borrowing money at interest from the Federal Reserve, which is not federal, not a government entity, answers to no one, and has no reserves, it's literally a blatant scam designed to enslave the country and its citizens. Like we just discussed, the US government has the power to issue its own interest-free currency. And in addition to Kennedy's attempt, the last few times the government tried to issue its own currency was 1. Back in the early 1800s, when Congress refused to renew the private central bank's charter. Then the head of the private central bank threatened the US government with a war, which they went through with the War of 1812. And even though the US won, they were put into so much debt, they were forced to accept a new private central bank. And the second time is when President Abraham Lincoln used his presidential authority to issue the greenbacks. And like Kennedy, he was also assassinated and greenbacks were pulled from circulation. So check it out. Kennedy's Executive Order 11110 is actually still in effect. However, no president has been brave enough to touch it since. Will President Trump? Well, it would be nice if he could successfully, in a lasting way, without being assassinated. Crazy. Next up, 3, we need to convert the US fiat currency back to an equity-based currency similar to when it was backed by gold. Backing the US dollar with tangible assets like gold, a basket of commodities, and definitely cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin would make the currency less susceptible to inflation, fluctuations in the global financial markets, all while preserving the purchasing power of the dollar over time and providing a more stable source of value for savers and investors. An equity-based currency could increase the public's trust in the financial system by providing a more transparent and tangible link between its value and underlying assets, offering some reassurance that money isn't subject to arbitrary manipulation by central banks or governments. Nice. 4, we need to dismantle corporate personhood. Corporate personhood is related to the 14th Amendment and its core principle that no person can be deprived of rights without due process of law. And the 14th Amendment was originally created to protect freed slaves after the Civil War. However, it has ended up almost entirely applying to and benefiting big corporations to the detriment of consumers and the future of the United States at large. Check it out. In the 1970s, corporations managed to have money legally determined as a form of speech. And since under corporate personhood, corporations have the right to free speech, they are allowed to use money to protect their interests and influence public opinion, which has been used to challenge restrictions on advertising and lobbying. So corporations have the right to unlimited political spending, which means they can spend unlimited amounts of money to influence political outcomes. Personhood also allows corporations to assert rights to privacy, the right to sue, and the right to due process. Basically, corporate personhood created a society where corporations buy politicians to buy favorable legal and regulatory frameworks for themselves and buy consumers' attention to create a favorable society through media and advertising for generating profit. Lame. During the golden age of advertising in the 1960s, the US saw a rise in mass media and consumer culture, with corporations using advertising to promote materialism and consumerism, where people are encouraged to prioritize buying and consuming goods over their own health and well-being. Ever since corporations were granted human rights and beyond, and used their rights and powers to fabricate a materialistic society based on consumption, the United States has been on the decline. By dismantling corporate personhood, Congress has the opportunity to restore greater accountability and fairness to our so-called democracy. Removing the legal fiction of corporate personhood would help reduce the outsized influence corporations have on our political process, particularly regarding campaign financing and lobbying efforts. Yeah, something Congress would probably never be cool with. Great. Now, before exploring the last two things the US should do, listen up. Even if Trump isn't able to break the country free from the corrupt, rigged financial scam, we can break ourselves free in 3 simple ways. Stop using banks, start owning and controlling your assets without third parties, and start leveraging the power of AI to start generating passive income for the long term to build wealth and break free from the slave matrix system. Here's how to do it. 1. Opt out of it by using the next generation of finance, Web3 platforms like Uphold. It's completely free to use, only takes like 90 seconds to set up, and it provides us with a way safer, better option for storing US dollars than banks and managing crypto than exchanges. Because unlike banks and exchanges, all of our crypto and US dollars are 100% there, not lent out. And in the US, we can actually earn interest on our US dollars. And it's FDIC insured up to $2.5 million versus the bank standard of $250K. And with crypto, we get the best possible prices with way more liquidity when trading. 2, completely own and control your Bitcoin, altcoins, and digital assets without third parties like banks and exchanges by using multiple hardware wallets. Tangem is super affordable, easy to set up, only takes like 90 seconds, great for beginners. And Ledger, Stax, and Flex wallets have extra security layers, and our community gets the best discounts on the market using the links below. And 3, if you're not using AI, especially in crypto, you're getting left behind. Set up GoBabyTrade, the AI-enhanced robotic crypto trader, to start making passive income to build long-term wealth. It's literally a set-it-and-forget-it investment strategy that tons of people are absolutely loving since we first explored it together. Check out the free weekly webinar in the link below every Wednesday to learn more. All right, back to the 6 things Trump and Congress should do. 5, so long as Trump walks the walk he's been talking about, this one we may actually have in the bag. We need to go full-blown pro-crypto, embracing all aspects of it in order to encourage and foster innovation and encourage people, businesses, and money to flow into our country instead of fleeing. We need to be completely open and accepting of all stable coins denominated in the US dollar because it would pretty much guarantee our status as the world's reserve currency. If people, countries, and businesses around the world are free to transact in the dollar in the form of stable coins on different blockchain networks, including decentralized ones that even the US government can't freeze or sanction, where anybody can use it without restriction, the threat of BRICS or alternative currencies taking over the world would pretty much be eliminated. And 6, this would be huge, we need to end taxation. Taxation is theft, it's a scam. Everyone believes that it helps maintain roads, pay for social security, defense, etc. Look, we are printing money out of thin air. Most of the money is now just going towards the interest on our debt, now even more than military spending. Taxation is a form of control. It's designed to keep us poor. And even if all these corporations or rich folks that evade taxes one way or another paid in, it would only be enough to fund the government for like 3 months at the rate we are spending. Taxation is a scam. We should do away with all taxes. And we wouldn't be able to fathom the amount of money, commerce, talent, people, businesses, industry, etc. that would flood into our economy and make the US unstoppable. Also, if you would like to learn more about GoBabyTrade and how it works to diversify your crypto investment strategies, check out this video. If you would like to learn more about Uphold and how it's a way better, safer option than banks and exchanges to store our US dollars and manage crypto, check out this video. And to get a $1,000 discount for GoBabyTrade, click on the link on the screen. Like and subscribe for more. Be safe out there.